in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much...
The expressway is wide open, and he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Tackled immediately after the catch. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive.
7, LSU 0. Number 14,
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The LSU Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They're like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run. On their first 3 plays of the game in their own end, run, but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tony.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
LSU 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The give is to Williams. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try it again. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Now on second and short after that pickup. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, it's tough to play man-to-man on an island out wide. There's so much grass. They can go either way, and the sideline is usually your friend, so you kind of push them towards the sideline, but great throw to fit that corner route in. Pretty nice coverage, too.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the catch and knocked down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. On the move, it's Milroe. He lets one fly deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's loose. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Here comes that Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll do it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's second and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
From the gun on third down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. The give is to Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Looking for a deep man. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gets it out fast. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Tigers in the hurry-up. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Alabama pushing the tempo. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
It leads to 2nd down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
The attempted throw is incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into the end zone. He's got it. No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1.
What an unbelievable play. No time on the clock. Score. Now this place is going bananas, and it's decision time. I could go for 2 here. Go for the win at home, crowd behind me, or kick the PAT and go into overtime.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Now the play fake. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th.